Manchester United eye Bryan Mbeumo. Despite closing in on Matheus Cunha deal, Manchester United are set to enter the race for Brentford star Bryan Mbeumo, even as they edge closer to finalizing a deal for Wolves striker Matheus Cunha, according to reports. The move signals United's intent to overhaul their attacking options ahead of next season, following a turbulent campaign that has left them languishing in 15th place with just 3 games remaining. As reported by Telegraph Sport, Mbeumo has emerged as one of manager Ruben Amorim's primary transfer targets. The 25-year-old Brentford forward has been in excellent form this season, netting 18 goals in the Premier League, 3 more than Cunha's tally of 15. His impressive contributions have drawn attention from several top clubs, but it appears United are now seriously considering a move. Valued at around £60 million, Mbeumo will not come cheap. However, the Red Devils are also preparing to activate Cunha's £62.5 million release clause, suggesting that Amorim is eager to bring in multiple attacking reinforcements to address the team's ongoing struggles in front of goal. While Cunha plays primarily through the middle as a central striker, Mbeumo operates effectively from wide positions, offering versatility and pace on the flanks. That difference in roles means the pair would complement each other rather than compete for the same spot, adding depth and dynamism to United's front line. The financial burden of acquiring both forwards is significant, which may lead United to look toward funding the transfers through player sales. Reports suggest that loanees Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, and Antony could all be moved on in the summer to raise funds. Rashford is currently at Aston Villa, Sancho is at Chelsea, and Antony is enjoying a revival at Real Betis. The combined fees from their potential departures could provide a financial cushion for Amorim's planned spending spree. Mbeumo's rise has been steady and impressive. He joined Brentford in 2019 from French side Troyes as a 19-year-old and played a crucial role in the club's promotion to the Premier League in 2021. Since then, he has developed into one of the most reliable forwards in the league. He started in Brentford's recent 4-3 win over Manchester United, a match that highlighted United's defensive vulnerabilities and the kind of attacking threat Mbeumo could bring to Old Trafford. Brentford manager Thomas Frank has previously acknowledged that Mbeumo could leave the club if the right offer comes in. Speaking to Sky Sports, earlier this season, Frank said, "If the price is right, and that's going to be expensive, is coming, then I'm sure the club will be open to it. I've said many times, we are a selling club." United's need for attacking reinforcements is clear. Injuries to key players like Joshua Zirkzee and Amad Diallo have left the team short-handed in the final third. Amorim is eager to rebuild and refresh the squad, with Mbeumo and Cunha representing major steps in that direction. With the season nearing its end and hopes of European qualification hanging by a thread, Manchester United's transfer activity this summer could define Amorim's tenure and the club's immediate future. Ruben Amorim raises Champions League concerns. After Brentford defeat, Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim has admitted that his side is not yet equipped to handle the dual demands of Premier League and Champions League football, following a disappointing 4-3 defeat to Brentford. The loss marks United's 16th league defeat of the season and highlights the inconsistency that has plagued their domestic campaign. Despite a promising European run, with the Red Devils on the verge of reaching the Europa League final after a crucial win over Athletic Bilbao, Amorim believes his squad is currently unable to balance the physical and tactical rigors of competing on multiple fronts. His post-match comments suggest a growing concern about the depth and resilience of his team as the season nears its climax. "We are not ready to play Premier League competitive and be in the Champions League," Amorim said bluntly after the loss at the G-Tech Community Stadium. "We need to win, and we need to win this competition to give something to our fans. Then we will have time to prepare the team to cope with those two competitions." The Portuguese manager's remarks come in the wake of a roller coaster match against Brentford, in which United threw away a lead and were left chasing the game after a flurry of goals from the home side. Mason Mount opened the scoring for United, but Brentford responded in emphatic fashion. A Luke Shaw own goal, a brace from Kevin Shade, and a goal from Yoane Wissa put the Bees in firm control. Late strikes from Alejandro Garnacho and Amad Diallo brought some respectability to the scoreline, but the damage had already been done. Amorim fielded a rotated side against Brentford, prioritizing Thursday's crucial Europa League clash. His squad selection reflected his desire to manage player fitness and focus on securing Champions League qualification via European success, rather than relying on their faltering league form. However, the gamble did not pay off in West London, and the defeat raises questions about the squad's overall strength and endurance. "I have no doubt that we are playing better, so we have to take all the heat," Amorim said. "At this moment, we are losing games in the Premier League. We are fighting for the Europa League, and Thursday is the most important game for us." Injuries have also complicated matters for Amorim, with the latest blow coming in the form of Matthijs de Ligt's setback. The Dutch defender, who was making his first start after a spell on the sidelines, was forced off in the first half. Amorim was visibly concerned about the severity of the injury and its potential implications for the future. "I don't know, so I'm really concerned." "Not about Thursday," he said. "We took off Luke Shaw at halftime to protect and have players for Thursday, but I'm more concerned whether it is a small or big injury and thinking about next season." Shaw, another key player who has struggled with fitness issues, was also substituted at halftime as a precaution. These injury woes underline the strain being placed on the squad, especially as they attempt to navigate a congested fixture list. United's Premier League campaign has been a tale of frustration, with flashes of brilliance overshadowed by frequent collapses. Their strong performances in Europe have stood in stark contrast to their league form, and Amorim's recent statements acknowledge that the team is still in a rebuilding phase. The manager has only been in charge for a short time, but the pressure is already mounting as expectations remain high at Old Trafford. With Champions League qualification now more likely to come through winning the Europa League, Amorim faces a defining few weeks. Success in Europe would not only rescue the season, but also provide a foundation to build upon for the next campaign. However, the manager has made it clear that reinforcements and a clearer long-term plan are needed if United are to seriously compete on all fronts. In the meantime, United fans must brace for a tense end to the season. The Europa League represents both hope and risk. Victory would mean Champions League football, but failure would leave the club without Europe's premier competition once again. Amorim's honesty about his team's limitations may sting, but it also signals a pragmatic approach as he looks to the future. "We need to give something to our fans," Amorim reiterated. "But first, we must be realistic about where we are." Jørgen Strand Larsen admits uncertainty over Matheus Cunha's future amid Manchester United interest. Wolves forward. Jørgen Strand Larsen has spoken candidly about the future of teammate Matheus Cunha, who continues to be heavily linked with a summer move to Manchester United. Despite hopes that the Brazilian star could stay at Molineux, Strand Larsen admitted that it will be difficult for Wolves to keep hold of such a high-performing talent amid interest from one of the Premier League's biggest clubs. Cunha has enjoyed a standout campaign under Gary O'Neill, scoring 15 goals in the Premier League and playing a key role in keeping Wolves comfortably clear of the relegation battle. His performances have drawn admiration from across English football, and Manchester United appear increasingly determined to secure his signature. The Red Devils are reportedly prepared to activate Cunha's £62.5 million release clause as part of manager Ruben Amorim's plans to overhaul the squad ahead of next season. Speaking to Talk Sport, Strand Larsen praised Cunha both as a player and a person, acknowledging the challenge Wolves face in holding on to such a valuable asset. "Amazing player," said the Norwegian striker. "Hopefully we can keep him for a long time, but you know how it works. A player like him, scoring goals, giving assists, having great games, it's difficult to keep, obviously. Cunha, who only signed a new contract with Wolves in February, remains under long-term commitment to the club. However, that fresh deal includes a release clause, which United are now reportedly willing to meet. His ability to both score and create goals has made him one of the most dynamic attackers outside the traditional top six clubs, and exactly the kind of player Amorim is targeting to reshape United's front line. Strand Larsen went on to describe Cunha's influence beyond the score sheet. But he's such an amazing guy off the pitch and then on the pitch. You can all see it. I don't need to tell you anything, he said. He gives passes you can't really see. My goal last weekend against Leicester, it wouldn't happen if his pass wasn't really top. That goal, a crucial moment in Wolves' recent 2-1 win, highlighted exactly what Cunha brings to the team: vision, creativity, and unselfishness in the final third. Such attributes have made him an attractive option for Manchester United, who are in the market for more firepower following an inconsistent attacking season. For Wolves, losing Cunha would be a significant blow. While they have several promising young players, including Hwang Hee-chan and Pedro Neto, the Brazilian has been the focal point of their attack this season. The £62.5 million fee would represent a sizable profit and allow Wolves to reinvest, but replacing his quality will not be easy. Manchester United, meanwhile, are looking for a proven Premier League forward who can contribute immediately. Cunha's combination of technical flair, positional intelligence, and top-level experience makes him a standout candidate as Amorim prepares for a pivotal transfer window. Whether or not Cunha stays at Molineux, his impact this season has been undeniable. And as Strand Larsen noted, talents like him don't go unnoticed for long.